video is sponsored by Cake Wallet, the easiest open source wallet to store Bitcoin, Monero, and Litecoin securely on mobile and desktop devices. When buying, selling, and exchanging crypto or trading for gift cards, Cake Wallet ensures privacy and security, giving you the keys to your coins. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a lovely Tuesday. If you guys are having a taco, let me know. I know I'm craving tacos. We're going to get into it with the latest news as Bitcoin is breaking through $86,000 this morning. I know, so crazy. We also have international news in the EU and also in Canada. Maybe there's a certain ETF that you guys should watch out for. We have the SEC delaying some key decisions, and we also had Nayib Bukele visiting Dawn ET yesterday, as well as the White House hinting that they might buy Bitcoin. And for our spotlight today, we do have something that I want to talk about with you guys regarding AWS, Amazon Web Services, and maybe how reliant even the crypto system is on this. And then we have, of course, your coins to watch. So if you're ready for the zest, the news, the education, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share this stream out with friends so more people know what's going on here. And again, we have a goal of 150 likes, 150 live viewers, as well as the subscriber goal that I'm pulling up right now of 20,330 subscribers. Let's see if we can get 9 more today and pump it up. I just realized that volume might be low for you. It might be low. Anyway, guys, let me say good morning to you guys as you guys check out our 2 amazing sponsors of the show, Cake Wallet and Market Cipher. Use code ZESTY for 15% off of Market Cipher. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Zool's Zero Pockets. It's like Zool's knows my whole wardrobe and if it has pockets or not. Freaking Zools. We got Jesse, Mike Vollmer, Rudy Poo. We got Colton, Tyler Fitzpatrick, Branko, Alexandra G, my G. We have Crypto Princess. As always, good morning to Black Hat. We have Doge Bull, Johnny December, a member for 11 months already. Good morning and much love from the Caribbean. I love the Caribbean. I hope I'm able to get over there soon. Go on a nice beach vacay. All right, let's see what else is going on. Silver Days is saying hello to everybody. Squeaks, good morning. We have David Bowles, Aquarian, JC, Grandpa. Let's see, Fat Oracle, John White. Gary's on multiple platforms. Backup Kid, Stu, good morning. We have Yukio and Liddy Litz over there on X. Meninja, nice to see you. Who else? Neo, good morning. Crypto Farmer, Shadow, French is here. Welcome, everyone. Double O. Johnny December is absolutely chilling in the Caribbean this morning. And I think I got everyone. Rob C, I see you over there. Guys, if I missed you, if I didn't say good morning to you, feel free to yell at me in the chat. I won't take offense. Just another Austin, hello. The Mark, hello over there on TikTok. Welcome, everyone. Thank you guys so much for being here again. Please smash the like, subscribe, and share. We're going to get into today's show as we first, before our breaking news headlines, tap into the market recap. Shout out to Otto, cough, cough. Good morning to you. Brian and Blocky. I thought I said hello to you guys already. Sorry. Bullish on Parade. Coochie Goo, the like. Digi. Oh my gosh, guys. Digi made it today. Digi's been on vacation. All right, guys, market recap. We got a few things in the green. Mantra seems to be bouncing back ever so slightly after the 90% plus crash that I experienced, and still the sussery is continuing as we do have some news regarding Mantra today. Radium is up just about that 8%. Story is bouncing up. It's actually one of our coins to watch today. We'll dive into that a little bit later as we have Bitcoin at $86,170 at the moment, up 1.8%. Looking really nice. It seems like ever since like last Wednesday, about a week ago, we've been having a nice little uptrend starting to begin. I love to see it, Speedy, as we are attempting to maybe test that 200-day SMA. Around $87,560 is where it's at. Again, we're just below that at 85.9 right now. 86K now at the moment. We're fluctuating. Bullishly, guys, again, we're going to go through the same thing past the 200-day SMA, target that 91K. Again, bearish level to watch is going back over here at 76, 77K. Again, it's so funny that we pointed this out a while ago. When we first tapped that 90K on the show, if we rewind back around here late November, we were like, hey, we should go back to the beginning of November around Election Day, where we sort of saw some selling pressure around the 76, 77K. So this is beautiful. Nonetheless, we'll keep watching out for Bitcoin as this momentum is going up. VWAP is still bullish, a little bit flat today. Money flow is actually tipping down, which is very interesting. You would think money flow would increase, though the RSI is officially bullish. Love to see it. Now, again, you guys want those breaking news headlines, and I'm going to give them to you, starting right now as you sip your coffee. First off, we have a spot Solana ETF to launch in Canada this week. Yeah, Canada, bullish. Crypto, Solana? Interesting. Spot Solana ETFs are set to launch in Canada on April 16th. In an X post on April 14th, Eric from Bloomberg shared a private client note from TD Bank, a Canadian financial institution, claiming the Ontario Securities Commission, the OSC, green-lighted asset managers Purpose, Evolve, CL, and 3IQ to issue ETFs holding Solana. Oh, not CL, CI, apologies. Canada does not have a federal securities agency, with its territories and provinces applying their own securities laws. Toronto Securities Exchange is regulated by Ontario's OSC. The ETFs are permitted to stake a portion of the Solana holdings for added yield, adding that the upcoming listings are our first look at the altcoin race. In a statement to Cointelegraph, the OSC said the approval and oversight of Solana ETFs are in accordance with a January notice outlining amending rules for publicly traded futures or funds holding crypto. So this is very, very interesting, especially because in the United States, we still have not seen a Solana ETF. So I'm awaiting it all. Seems like, again, maybe the United States is falling behind. Are you bullish on Solana? Put those Solana emojis in the chat. We could actually check out Solana price right now. One moment. Let me fix something. There we go. That's better. Let's check out Solana price. Solana. We're knocking on that door where we kind of had some resistance here at 133, 135. We're looking to test that, see where it goes. Again, we kept rejecting it kind of all throughout March. We did, at the end of March, actually peak above it, but again, reject it once again, falling even below our bearish level of 109. And then it even fell into levels that we were talking about way back when over here in February of last year, January, February of last year. And then even this level to watch where we had a wick low to at around $96. So this was very interesting for Solana again, but making a strong comeback post under $100 Solana. Bullishly again is 135. We're looking at an even more bullish scenario of 168, 169. And then bearishly, we're looking again to, if we reject this 135, look at 109. We're up around 2% as the momentum is soaring post green dot. We have a VWAP that is sliding down ever so slightly, and then we have the money flow that is a little flat and still in the red right now. We don't really have a lot of green money flow in the crypto markets, although the RSI is looking pretty similar to Bitcoin right now. This is Solana's RSI. This is Bitcoin. Not really that far off. So that was Canada. We're going to hop over into the Euro area as Circle's EURC stablecoin surged 43% in record supply as the dollar has some demand, or dollar troubles have fueled the demand for the euro. Although we know that the euro area, the ECB, they definitely aren't a fan of stablecoins that are dollar denominated because they don't really want America at the moment. And I feel like that's a huge problem across the world, that de-dollarization is a major issue at the moment. Circle's euro-backed stablecoin, YORC, surged to a record supply as mounting U.S. trade tensions and weakening dollar likely fueled demand for euro-denominated digital assets. The supply grew 43% over the past month to 217 million tokens, worth $246 million, ranking above Paxos's global dollar USDG and below Ripple's RLUSD by market cap. Now, most of YORC tokens circulate on ETH, up to 35% in a month to 112 million, while Solana saw the fastest 75% expansion to 70 million tokens. Base, which is Coinbase's layer 2, also saw a 30% growth to 30 million YORC supply. I want to ask all my European friends, I know that there's a lot of you guys in here, do you guys want to use USDC or YORC? And Americans can answer that too. If you want to like put yourself in international shoes, USDC or YORC. Let me know. The digital euro stablecoin or the US dollar stablecoin. Let me know. Let me know. Everyone's very bullish today. I love to see it. Pump it up, guys. Pump it up. Oh, my European friends are saying USDC. Interesting. JC says, America. I love that. I love that. Now, speaking of stablecoins, we all have Visa. We all know Visa with their debit cards, their credit cards, joining Paxos and Robinhood in the stablecoin consortium, according to sources. And again, you guys know how much I love sources. Visa is joining the global dollar network USDG, a stablecoin consortium convened by U.S.-regulated digital asset firm Paxos, alongside crypto and fintech heavyweights like Robinhood, Kraken, and Galaxy Digital, according to two people familiar with the plans. Again, I don't take anything for gospel, especially when it's two people familiar with the plans. However, this is considered a step forward, although we know what Visa's ultimate goal is, along with MasterCard, and that is CBDCs. We've gone over it before. They want to go, and it's on Visa's website straight up. They like CBDCs, account abstraction. However, I know a bunch of us are using Visa and MasterCard cards on our daily basis, so how much can we really come after them at the end of the day? Although, this is why we're in crypto. This is why we like Bitcoin and decentralized cryptocurrency, so that way we could be our own bank and opt out of all this craziness. Visa is the first TradFi incumbent known to be joining USDG, whose initial cohort also includes Anchorage Digital Bullish, who is the owner of CoinDesk and Nuvi. The stablecoin business that's lucrative and opening up to more firms amid regulatory change, we see has been dominated by USDT and USDC. However, USDG is designed to share yield with participant firms that create connectivity and liquidity, unlike Tether, which retains the interest gained from stablecoins reserves. And apparently, Visa is helping Sam Altman's World Network, and MasterCard is working with the non-custodial wallet MetaMask. And we've seen recently that they've been handing out some debit cards to pay for your goods in crypto with MetaMask. So that's actually pretty interesting. But Sam Altman, man, that's an interesting one. Sam Altman. Guys, what if I got an interview with Sam Altman? Let's say, like, out of the sky, there fell an interview opportunity with Sam Altman. Would that be interesting? One or yes emoji, two or no emoji. I would like to meet Mr. Altman. I would like to know what's in his noggin. I would like to know what's in his noggin. Let me know, guys. Let me know. Let me know. Should I interview Sam Altman? I think that would be pretty interesting. Oh, yeah, today is tax day, guys. I hope you filed your taxes. Shout out to Patrick over there. Barone, thank you. You guys think I should interview Sam Altman? Anyway, Kraken. We're going to talk about Kraken as it was just mentioned in the previous article. They're now offering U.S. stock and ETF trading as it preps for a potential IPO. And this sounds exactly like Crypto.com, which we know Crypto.com recently partnered with the Donnie T organization to go ahead and move forward with all of these stock moves. So, and potential ETFs as well. Interview Gary Gensler. Kraken has been offering commission-free trading for U.S.-listed stocks and ETFs, opening access to TradFi markets within the same platform it uses for crypto and positioning itself to compete with platforms like Robinhood. The move expands Kraken's business as a growing list of U.S. crypto companies aiming to go public, joining the likes of Coinbase, Marathon, and BitDeer, among others. And we can't forget about Riot as well. The Kraken stock trading rollouts begins in 10 U.S. jurisdictions, including New Jersey, Connecticut, and Alabama, with plans to expand access across the country and the international markets such as the UK, Europe, and Australia. Clients in these states can now buy and sell equities directly through their Kraken account using the mobile app, Kraken Pro, or their web interface. I hope Florida's included in all this. Now, they said, according to Kraken's CEO, crypto isn't just evolving. It's becoming the backbone for trading across asset classes such as equities, commodities, and currencies. As demand for 24/7 global access grows, clients want a seamless, all-in-one trading experience. He continues to say expanding into equities is a natural step for us and paves the way for tokenization of assets. I agree with that 1,000%. 1,000. Not even a smidge less, 1,000. They are smart. Kraken, Coinbase, trying to get into options, all these different assets and all these different ways for people to go on their app and invest. It brings so much money to them. And more users that are like, hey, I'm going to trade some stocks. Oh, let me trade stocks on this app. Oh, but then they have crypto on it. What's crypto? It's so good for adoption that they're doing that. Listen, TradFi is TradFi, but at the end of the day, very interesting that they went ahead to go and do all this. Please smash the like, subscribe, share this out with friends. Let's do it. Let's do it. Smash the like, subscribe. How many likes do we have right now? How many likes do we have? 88 likes. Pump it up for 100. Let's go. Anyway, guys, continuing on, we have the SEC delaying in-kind redemptions and ETH ETF staking. I don't know. Paul Atkins is just entering the SEC at this point. What is going to go on? So I think there's a swearing in ceremony that needs to happen. Let me go double check. I just saw a question in the chat. Who was that just asked that? Sunlights that just joined. Okay. Paul Atkins swearing in ceremony. Because he already got confirmed following a swearing in ceremony. So when is this? I don't think there's a date yet. I'm looking at this article right now. Yeah, so I think there is a swearing in ceremony, but I do not believe that he is officially sworn in yet. It says now that the appointment is confirmed, he'll likely waste no time. But I don't know, is he allowed to do things now? Interesting. So I think there's a swearing in ceremony, although maybe he is allowed to go and do things anyway. But regardless, the SEC is not ready to make a decision on two critical issuers of the spot ETFs. And so this is interesting because they delayed a decision on whether it would allow in-kind redemptions for WisdomTree's Bitcoin fund, BTCW, and VanEck's Bitcoin fund, BITB, and Ethereum fund, ETHW, on Monday. They also moved its deadline for a decision in regards to a proposal by Grayscale to allow staking its ETH trust, which is ETH-E, and mini Ethereum trust, ETH, which the asset managers exchange NYC Arca had requested in February. Now, SIBO, the exchange that's associated with 5 of the other issuers of an Ether ETF, including Fidelity, Franklin Templeton, Van Eck, and Investo Galaxy, also submitted its amending filing in March for the Fidelity Ethereum Fund, FETH, and the Franklin ETH ETF, so EZET is the ticker. Now, the SEC has not previously allowed staking in spot Ether ETFs, but with the appointment of Paul Atkins, who was confirmed, things could change quickly. So again, he is confirmed. He was voted in. However, I'm not sure if he has to get sworn in first. And I don't know if the swearing in ceremony happened. As far as I could see with my Google search here, I don't see that there is any swearing in ceremony that happened. I mean, I didn't see any. So even 6 days ago, he will be sworn in. He will be sworn in. But he is confirmed. So he is our SEC commissioner. So I'm sure he started, at least to some degree. Are we bullish on Paul Atkins? Do you think Paul Atkins is going to be good for crypto? Put a 1 or a yes emoji, 2 or no emoji. Do you think that Paul Atkins is going to be bullish? Yeah, no date has been made public yet. That's what I thought, because I haven't seen anything. So it's like we waited for him to get confirmed. Oh my gosh, Paul Atkins, my boy. And then now it's like, where did he go? Where did he go? We're going to talk about Bo Hines, who is America's strategic, White House crypto council guy. And so he actually did an interview with Anthony Pompliano, and there was one key clip that people were going bananas over. So his official title is the executive director of digital assets. And so he hinted at the government buying Bitcoin.
Now, these ideas of acquiring more Bitcoin, I know that none of them have been decided on, but there are many that I think are somewhat obvious of, hey, you could revalue gold, sell it, move things over to Bitcoin. But I think that people drastically are underestimating maybe net new ideas. And so as you guys have been brainstorming, are there themes to things that you guys are thinking about? And, there's one thing to take American taxpayer dollars that are already somewhere within the US government or on our balance sheet and kind of rearrange, right? Financial advisors all the time, they'll go and they'll rebalance their portfolio. That's kind of one whole theme. But then I've also seen Lutnick and others talk about this idea of, well, maybe there's external revenue that we can drive and be able to use that. And so how are you guys maybe from a framework standpoint thinking about, okay, what are the ways that we could go buy more Bitcoin?
Well, I think that Senator Lummis has really an interesting idea with the Bitcoin Act of 2025, which I know has taken the community by storm. But here, what you would do is you'd revalue the gold certificates that we currently have at Treasury. Most of which are valued, I think, around $43 an ounce, which is,
a lot lower than what it's really worth.
Correct. Yeah. So now we're sitting at $3,100 an ounce, with being the price of gold. And if you took that value, what you could do is use that extra funding in order to buy more Bitcoin that could be used for the reserve. But that's just one idea. And, that's currently circulating its way through Capitol Hill, and we'll see how many co-sponsors she can get and how she can pull her colleagues on board. But we're looking at many creative ways, whether it be from, tariffs, whether it be from something else. I mean, there's literally countless ways in which you can do this. And, I'll defer to, some of our members inside of the interagency working group to see what ideas they come up with inside of their own shops. But we'll look at everything. Everything's on the table. And like we've said, we want as much as we can get. So we're going to make sure that no stone is on.
No stone to be left unturned by the White House. Mr. Bo Hines said, not only can we use tariffs, but Senator Cynthia Lummis's idea that she brought up about a year ago, at least, is being brought up yet again, where if we have our gold certificates that are literally ages old, then we cash those out and we swap for some Bitcoin. Gold is old. Bitcoin is the way. And Mr. Bo Hines, this is an example. This dude right here. This is an example of a young man a young individual that knows where the future is going. We cannot be a boomer country. I love America. I'm proud to be an American. We all know the song, I'm proud to be an American. But like, listen, man, we gotta be up with the times. It's just like looking at gold and saying, yeah, like let's keep our stupid gold certificates is like pulling out your phone out your pocket to go get your new friend's phone number. But it's a freaking flip phone. Who has a flip phone? And instead you pull out of your pocket a nice little iPhone 16 or a little Samsung, one of those phones that folds in on itself. Those are so cool. Those are so cool. It's like a double screen. It's like a little tablet. That's what America's got to be. The new phones. Why are we like a flip phone? And even like a, what are they called? A beeper. A beeper. A gold is like a beeper. And Bitcoin's like an iPhone 16. I don't know if that was a good analogy, but that's just kind of how I feel about it. No one cares about, at least my age. I'm telling you from a person that's 22 and even younger people, like they do not want gold. A lot of people don't even care about stocks at this point. They want Bitcoin. They want digital assets that they own, that they can move, that's 24/7, 365, and not manipulated. How do we know how much gold is out there? We don't, because they're always mining it. And certain governments tell certain miners, you're not allowed to mine gold. There's too much in this location. So what's the darn point? But we know that there's only 21 million Bitcoin, that you have to mine Bitcoin for it to exist, and that there's a halving every 4 years about, or every 210,000 blocks, that cuts the amount in half that miners are rewarded with. Shout out to Grunkle Ron Walker that just subscribed to the channel. Welcome. 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 People are just getting my notification. Yeah. This is interesting. This is interesting. Yes, I am 22. Yes, I am. I am. A shocker. I am. Now, we're going to also jump into our spotlight today, which I would really like to talk about. Amazon Web Service. A lot of people rely on this. And before I start rambling, here's our transition. There's too many websites that are relying on Amazon Web Services. And let's say Amazon goes behind those closed doors and their shadowy computer people go ahead and say, bloop, you're off, bloop, you're off, bloop. Like, that's scary to me. And I feel like Amazon Web Services has too much control over the web, for lack of better words. And so yesterday, there was an AWS issue, again, Amazon Web Services, where Binance, KuCoin, and other crypto firms were actually hit by this issue, and people couldn't withdraw their crypto. What if there's a direct attack here on AWS? Now, Binance and KuCoin temporarily suspended withdrawals amid reported issues with their data center provider, AWS. Now, Binance posted, "We are aware of an issue impacting some services on the Binance platform due to a temporary network interruption in the AWS data center. Some orders are still successful, some are failing. If users failed, they keep retrying." Now, Binance opened withdrawals just 5 minutes after the issue was first reported. Now, others are still reportedly facing issues on placing trades on both Binance and KuCoin. Now, there are on-chain analysts, crypto wallets that reported issues in separate X posts as well, with all services unavailable. Now, this is a cloud computing platform providing services like storage, computing power to all kinds of businesses. An outage may disrupt these services and impact companies relying on AWS for websites, applications, or data storage. That is absolutely horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. How many things really rely on AWS? And even I heard that certain NFT platforms, like what if Amazon's like, man, I don't like you, and shuts off your website, shuts off your app, and they're holding your data storage? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. How much power does Amazon really have? How decentralized is all of our data in crypto, especially with these exchanges, if it's on AWS and we're relying on them to keep us going? Cryptorado said, Randy, please pump my bags. I don't pump bags. I just give you news and information. I do. I'm going to be honest. I just give you information and love and support. That's what I'm here for. That's what I do on a daily basis. But yeah, this is ridiculous. Yeah, Qcoin, Binance, a few other things. That's scary. That's scary. We're transitioning into a robot world. I hope not. Now we're also going to go into our coins to watch. So let's get into it. Now we also have Laser Digital that's kind of jumping in and denying their involvement in the Mantra crash. Now Mantra was just down bad, over 90%. And that is absolutely scary, where one day you wake up and your alt is like, oh, absolutely to the ground, and all your gains are gone. Now, there's a Switzerland-based trading firm, Laser Digital, part of Nomura Group, that denied any involvement with the Mantra token flash crash that saw the token lose 90% of its value. They wrote on X, assertions circulating on socials that link Laser to investor selling are factually incorrect and misleading. They went on to share its controlled Mantra wallet addresses, none of which showed deposits to exchanges or selling activity. Now, there are 17 wallets that deposited over $200 million to exchanges, and there was a panicked response from the holders. Obviously, if you think people are going to dump on you, you're going to typically go and try to dump before they dump. And so it becomes a war at that point. Who could get the most out first? And so Mantra taking this major hit right now. We're going to go check out the chart. And I feel for anybody that has had any loss because of Mantra. And you look at this chart, it's just even the chart to begin with is a little bit iffy. Like, kind of stuck, stagnant at $1.55. Then a major pump, finding support around 342, ranging between 342 up here to around 420. And then breaking through to 569. And then it hits the high, which this might be its actual all-time high according to this chart, around $9. Then a major crash. Now we are up 27% at the moment, but I feel like that doesn't really compare much to the red that we've seen, over 90%. Again, now still around 87% in the red from the initial fall here. I feel for anybody that was involved in this, but it seems like nobody's taking accountability at this time. But there were wallets that were sending millions of dollars to exchanges, over 200 milli. Is there a Randi coin? No, there is not. Please do not make one. I'm just trying to stay all fun over here. Mantra, that's one of the coins to watch. We also have Story, that swung 20% in a volatile session. And so we saw a lot of trading volume here, which I felt like was worth sharing. Now, Story fell from nearly $4 to $3.27 in a 4-hour period, jumping back to over $4 in a couple hours after hitting the daily low. The majority of the trading volume during this event was concentrated on Binance and OKX Spot, with over $40 million in trading volumes before the plunge and $138 million after recovery. What's going on with Story? That is nuts. I'm going to go look at that as well. I'm going to grab that chart, which, again, it's a pretty new token. So I'm just going to, do a little bit of something here, which, again, is not much considering, again, it's new. I usually don't look at tokens like this on the show for TA, but I thought that the price swing was pretty interesting, where we were initially kind of finding support around 390, pushed for that 570. Now, it seems like we were finding that support back again at 397, and then we had, boom, this crazy wick low down to around 298. And then a nice rebound today, up 10%. We're at 420, 422. But I don't know if you guys are invested or buying or trading Story, but I felt like this one was pretty interesting, especially because it really went from nothing to something pretty quick. The low on this chart with the wick is around $1.38, and the high on this chart, and this is a Coinbase chart here, is around almost $8. We're also going to talk about XRP up over 13%. What happened with XRP? Because apparently there was a bullish cross, and I want to see if there's an image anywhere of this. But there was a bullish cross over here. We're at $2.14, up 0.79%. Again, we battled that 200-day SMA, actually bullishly surpassing it, which I think is pretty interesting that we didn't reject it like a lot of other cryptocurrencies ended up doing. Bullishly, we're looking at 275, which is our golden zone. Bearishly, again, we're looking at that 200-day SMA, which is at $1.90, wanting to find support at $1.80. And so we have a green dot that's printed, pushing up that momentum. As the money flow tips on down, VWAP is down as well. And then we have the RSI, which is trying to break through this wall of the 50 line to go ahead and go bullish. And then we're looking at Bitcoin, which tapped 86K, around 84, 85 as I'm looking at the corner of my eye here. And it seems like the Bitcoin ETFs are actually struggling a little bit. They lost over $800 million in April as institutions stuck with bonds amid the tariff volatility. Again, we have a lot of tariff wars going on right now. Rumor has it that Donnie T's actually going to speak with China over all of this as well. Oh my gosh, I actually have I found a compilation on X. It came up on my not For You page, that's TikTok, on my For You, I think you guys called it For You page. Is it your feed? It came up on my feed. I'm just not, I sound like a darn boomer right now. Oh, I guess a For You page. Yeah. So
thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you.
SUI Network, Walrus Protocol, and Seal together may be the answer to AWS reliance, as they will truly decentralize Web3. Worth a look.
Alpha from Digi, thank you. Yeah, maybe we could do a little spotlight. I know we've spotlighted Sui before, but Walrus and Seal I haven't really looked that deep into. Maybe I shall. Maybe I shall, Digi. Shout out to Digi. I love that dude. He's really awesome. I'm happy you're back. We all missed you, Digi. Everyone give a little heart for Digi. Shout out to Verhoofdy Floof. Shout out to everyone. It's all over. We're dumping. Listen. Chill out. Chill out, Juanito. It's going to be okay. Today there is no after party on Discord. So after shows, Mondays are for everybody. Wednesdays and Thursdays are for, not Wednesdays and Thursdays, I'm so sorry. Wednesdays and Fridays are for members. So if you want to join the Wednesday and Friday show, you have to go to YouTube, become a member of the channel, head over to Discord, and connect your YouTube account to Discord. So that way it reads, hey, this cool, zesty individual is a member of the channel. And then you go ahead and you join the after show. So that's tomorrow, my friend. Make sure to be there, though. Shout out to Michael over there on TikTok. Anyways, we want to have some subscribers pumping on the channel, guys. Let's get 8 more subs today. All right, we're going to look at Ethereum right now. Then we're going to take a peep at Litecoin. Ethereum is $1,614 today. or at the moment, down 0.6%. We're looking at the bearish level of 1550. Bullishly, we're looking at $1,800 ETH. Now, we do have a green dot that's pushing up this momentum, looking pretty all right. We do have the money flow that's tipping down just a little bit, and the VWAP seems a little bit meh. It's meh. It's fine. It's technically in the bullish area, but still meh. And then we have the RSI that is chopping it up, still a little bit bearish at the moment. Looking at Litecoin, it's $76.28. We're down 1.19%. We want to hold support at $75 Litecoin. If we do not hold $75 Litecoin, we might have this wick low indicate our future here at around 63, 64 bucks. Bullishly, at the end of the day, we're looking over here at $85. We do have the 200-day SMA that's all the way up there at $96. You could see it right there. $96 is where the 200-day SMA is. I really wish I could make this. How do I go ahead and make this line look better? I don't know if I could. Maybe you guys know. Let's see. Visibility. No. Style. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, that's so awesome. Yeah, $96. I think you guys can see it better now. Let me know if I should change the color too. But that's where we need to look, ideally, for Litecoin. The green dot's pushing up the momentum. Money flow is decreasing. Lowest money flow we've seen on Litecoin since August of last year. VWAP is also flowing downwards. We have the RSI that is chopping and negative at the moment. Thank you, Jessie, for throwing in that link to Crypto Princess. Shout out to her. Make sure you guys go check out her show. Hood Crypto is chilling. Wrong again. Nice to see ya. Andy S is chilling too. OG, what's up? Did I miss anyone? Did I say hi to everyone? Quarter Crawler. I think I said hi to everyone. I'm pretty sure. I want to make sure I do that because, yeah, I just pump iron. That's funny, Black Hat. I do my best. I think today I'll be hitting the gym yet again. It's just my body needed a little bit of a break yesterday. I've been going ham. I've been going a little bit crazy at the gym. But it's good. You go to the gym, you get your gains, and then you come back home. You look at your crypto and you're like, maybe I'll have some gains over here soon. But ideally, you keep calm, you huddle on, you wait. Just like in the gym, you got to put in the time, you got to put in the energy to see your progress. The same with crypto. So I really believe that we're at the beginning and the cusp of something absolutely beautiful. People don't realize we're so early. We're so early with crypto. We're so early with Bitcoin. And you do not want to miss out on the experience of just seeing how beautiful this revolution is. We're at the beginning. Your grandbabies and your great-grandbabies are going to be like, wow, like my grandmammy and my grandpappy, like they were there. Like they were at the beginning of cryptocurrency. And I was with a friend and then their coworkers recently, and like their coworker was asking me like what I do, and I was talking about Bitcoin and crypto, and she had kids, and I was just like, I asked her, I was like, do you believe that your kids, and they're like tiny, I was like, do you believe that they're going to be using paper dollars and pennies and nickels and dimes? She's like, no. And I said, exactly, like this is why crypto. And she was like, you're so right, because it's just, it's so inevitable. If you have any young people in your life, you know they're not using dollars, like actual physical dollars and paper money. It's just not going to happen. And so I really do believe that we're leading a digital revolution. Again, it has to just go in the right way where we're defending your right to mine, the right to self-custody. That's the most important thing here. So if you have not yet, take your crypto off of the exchanges, put it in your wallet, an open source wallet, maybe like Cake Wallet, and have a beautiful day. I really do appreciate every single one of you guys. All the love to you. And so I really hope that you guys get after it. I hope you guys have a beautiful Tuesday. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share the stream out with friends. Have a beautiful Tuesday. Hit the gym, go outside, touch snow, touch grass, touch sand, touch water, whatever is outside your door, because we're from everywhere in the world in this chat. And have an amazing Tuesday. Smash the like, subscribe, share. Stay zesty, guys. Peace. you.